And we are back. A few changes since last time. I decided that, sadly, considering the whole thing was having I went and fiddled with a few of the files and made it into 30 frames instead of 60 because, well, sadly the old game was having problems and it's not really meant to run at 60 frames per second. It's just something you can do. Oh, hello. Goodbye. So I'll see if that makes it a little easier. Also, sadly we're not having the online fun times because, well, you'd be seeing that frame rate insufficient for online play over and over and over. So, sad times, but for now, the game itself has to be more challenging. Simply just waiting for an invader to come along with a chaos katana or whatever to two-shot me and then, well, what is it? Which doesn't actually happen all that often, I'll actually say. Oh, hello. He's coming this way. Okay. This is unusual. I'm almost tempted to try this. Ooh, can I knock him off the edge? I'll be very happy if I can. Fuck it, let's do it. Peace out, mofo! I just saw him go on the ledge and then walk off trying to get to me. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, so what I've decided I want to do about the rest of this area, there's only one extra thing I want to show, and then I'll just go straight to the boss and to the two-minute giants. First off, you can just drop here. And you get a very powerful dex weapon early on. Not too shabby. Can do more Fusurodaring, because that's always fun in this place. And now I need to be exceptionally... Oh, he's not dead. Bye-bye. Wait, is the Necromancer still alive? How is he still alive? Huh. Anyway, I need to be very careful here. Whoop. Oh, hello, Mr. Necromancer. So you have these ledges here. You have a very important drop here, green Titanite Shard. And we have this. Now, I'm curious. Bye-bye. Now what is that I hear? I wonder. Oh my god, he looks so terrifying and imposing! Well, get ready for a boss fight! Oh, oh okay.
Be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
So yeah, this is Vamos. Oh, Jesus. Go away, skeleton. So, he seems nice. Now, I know you said you wanted me out of here, but do you mind if I irritate you for a few more minutes?
What's that then? Need some smithing? Then produce me some wares.
So, he does all the regular shit that a normal blacksmith does, and what you can do yourself if you purchase the right equipment. I'm just going to buy a 17 homeward bones. No, I don't need that. I don't need any arrows either. But what Vamos does more specifically, and why he's quite useful, is he has fire infusions. Now, fire infusions... well, actually, I'll show you. They remove the parameter bonus, the scaling of a weapon, and add fire damage. So you just get block-based fire damage on top of physical damage. Why this is important is because later on that upgrade path changes to Chaos, which does have scaling, although in a very different way. It doesn't rely on your stats, it relies on how much humanity you have. So that's why this guy is a very important blacksmith, because with just base stat investments for wielding a weapon, you can get a really high damage output, provided, of course, your enemy is weak to fire. Which is why this guy's so great.
I'm here to smith, not to chit-chat.
Not much of a talker, though.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Now, this next part, now that I'm down here, is, well, let's say it's going to be a bit on the painful side. I'll see how it goes. You can't see them quite yet. Oh, okay, now you can see them. One down. I think this game is old enough that these guys need no introduction. Suffice to say, fuck them. But there's a lot more than just that, and in fact, I think you can kind of see, well I can, I'm not sure if you can, kind of see the glisten of the metal spikes on their wheels. And they pull from a surprising distance, so obviously I'm very wary of this nasty pain in the ass enemy. If you've only fought these guys in Dark Souls 2, you have no idea just how much pain they can cause. This isn't even as bad as they come. The only other place they show up is in the Painted World, and oh boy, you do not want to mess with them in a Painted World. This is tolerable because there's big open areas. Is that one actually coming towards me or not? I just see it moving. It's just, whatever. But in the Painted World, you do not have all the space to actually deal with them. You're stuck in corridors. Those corridors lead to pain. Oh. Like with a lot of enemies, and this one in particular, you take your goddamn time, or they will shrek you. And God help you if you don't have any poise. You don't have any poise, you're gonna get hit over and over and over and over again. No. Ah! Right, mate, you're like one cheeky cunt, you are. Not having that. Alright. Whew. Thankfully, that's the last of them that I have to actually deal with. And now we can go on to the boss. The boss that is notorious for being the hardest boss in the entire game. The one I've been dreading to lead up to this point. To go and fight up to this point. He is known only as Super Bone Wheel Skeleton. I may or may not have been lying. But still, kind of a creepy introduction, don't you think? Jesus, I actually take a surprising amount of damage. The first time I died a pinwheel, and it's on camera. Right, note to self, don't dick around on a boss fight, even if it's one that's notoriously easy. I am, after all, here earlier than I would normally be. Might as well get rid of you, because you're only going to annoy the hell out of me otherwise. It was a trap. Go away. Oh, you're actually the real one. Okay. I'm sorry, what are those iframes? Not having that. Nah, man. Nah, man. But Pinwheel, stop being a dick! I know I've killed you a million times, you're a bit sour about it, but please stop faffing around. There we go. Oh, that's actually not a bad mask, actually. For the sake of intrigue, let's just put it on and just see how glorious and beautiful we now look. Ooh. And also actually read it. One of the free masks of the Pinwheel, the necromancer who stole the power of the Gravelord, and reigns over the catacombs. This mask, belonging to the naive child, slightly raises stamina recovery speed. Pretty ballsy of him to go steal from the Lord of the Dead, but who knows why he did that, eh? Now, before I continue down to the Tomb of the Giants, and I will be doing that, I actually want to go and bank these souls for a bit, so bear with me. Alright, so after that boss fight was done, and embarrassing things that I regret happened, which we will never speak of again, it's time to actually go to another area we're not really meant to be yet, which is the, this place. Dark Shithole. Huh. Well, there's supposed to be a title coming up saying like, there we are. Tomb of the Giants. You are not technically meant to be in this area until you've got the Lord Vessel. But you can come earlier, if you like. And there's a reason I'm coming earlier. Oops. Ow. The reason is because of Rhea, of course, as I mentioned. But things are a bit more complicated than that. For starters, there's this man. Hello, good sir. How are you doing?
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
Just gonna throw it out there. You never want to say yes.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first. But, well, we're friends now. So I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
Well, with a laugh like that, how can I mistrust you? Treasure all the way over there and you're going to split it because you're that generous?
There. That hole. Take a closer look.
Oh, you want me to take a closer look, do you? I'll tell you what, actually. I'm a bit timid, so what I'll say to that is... You take a closer look. Let's have a look now.
That's the real treasure!
Fucking supersonic patches and his cheating bullshit. Anyway. All is not lost. You do get a skull lantern if you didn't pick one up from the necromancers. But still, it's best to treat this area with a bit of caution, especially if, like me, you are... Oh, by the way, I forgot to show. These are my current stats at the moment. I put the souls into intelligence and a tiny bit of vitality. Hello! It's been a while since I've seen you, hasn't it?
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Well, we could murder them. That could be done.
You're no hollow, thank goodness they were...
Right. See you in a bit. Got some undead cleanup to do. Oh, and I just realised. Don't mind me. I just realised. Oh, I don't want 2 of them at once, actually. Because that can be problematic, as you can expect. Also, I have to get fucking better at my parrying. Because otherwise that happens! See you in a bit! Look, I know this isn't going to sound terribly important or anything, but please do not ever mention that I died here. Or if you ever heard any screams from Pinwheel, those totally weren't me. No, those weren't the death screams of me. Why are you telling me this? I don't care. Oh, that's fine. Just never mention it to anybody you meet ever. Okay. Good. No one will ever find out how I am totally not on my A game today. Oh my word, it feels like I'm out of practice. Let's see. What I had intended to do was pull just one of them. Oh, but bollocks to that! So now I just gotta be an aggressive motherfucker. And just break their fucking paws like there's no tomorrow. Ow. Oh! Oh, not again. Fuck you. Have a sword up the anus. Whew. So that's what happens to Vince and Nico.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
Cheers!
I am certain that...
Okay, so she's officially now in saved state, so you don't really have to worry about her. She'll just teleport back. Up stairs, away from all the spooky spooky, scary skeletons. So, fabulous. Unfortunately, our troubles are not quite over yet, because we still actually have to get out of here. And as you can see, easier said than done. Actually, I just had a thought. When I came back down here, I decided, you know, rather spitefully to kick Patches back down again, because it's frankly a lot of fun. He walked back through the area where both Vince and Nico were, and these guys are. Interesting to see what happened to him. Brilliant. If I can just keep basing that attack, I will be happy. Because fuck these things. Interestingly enough, if you have a large divine weapon or an occult weapon, they're one of the best enemies to farm for white titanite chunks, which you need for that upgrade path after... Well, you need it for the occult path, but you only need it for divine after +5, like with how normal ascension works. I could go that way, but frankly, fuck that way. I don't need that way. Let's actually see if Patches is back. I'm curious. How you doing, pal?
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Yeah, Patches, I can totally understand the temptation and urge to kick someone down a cliff and fucking steal their stuff.
Oh, for heaven's sake, let's not mope about, eh? You're still alive? I said I'm sorry. Wait, I know. Here, take this. It proves something, doesn't it?
I wonder where they came from, huh?
I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me.
You know what, Patches? I think I do know what you mean. In fact, one of those temptations happens to overcome me right now. And this time, fucking stay down there. Okay then. So, we're done with the catacombs. And we are, for now, done with the Tomb of the Giants. I'm going to be doing a couple of extra videos to show why I actually went to all that trouble to save Rhea, and what happens at the end of Petrus' storyline. And there's also something else I want to show at the catacombs, which I'm not really going to be doing with this character, but hey, you might want to do it with yours. So until then, our next stop is the Sen's Fortress, glorious Sen's Funhouse. So until then, let's just pretend that whole pinwheel thing didn't happen. Bye bye.